Hey guys, this is a big moment for me and I'd like to share this with you. So now, to make it official, I present to you the Tonight Show marquee. Here we go. Let's light it up, boys. 3, 2, 1. Let's start the show.
Say how y'all doing today? How are you doing today? Y'all already know it's your favorite rapper, the best film writer and director, St. Louis Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, nominated Hollywood music artist, #1 bestseller, battle rapper Lacey G. Souldier Turner. And this is UnCensor, the Conversation Podcast. We are live right now. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on YouTube. If you do not catch us today, you can catch us tomorrow on all your platforms where you listen to us, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your stuff. But we about to get this bug cracking. So first up, we got radio personality host, Miss Busy Boss in the building.
What's up? Happy Monday, you guys. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday. Miss Busy Boss, of course, and I'm ready to get this show started. Let's get it. Let's go.
All right, and then we got Miss Opinionated Sis Tara Michelle in the building.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. Let's get into it.
Lord. And then we got the person who always got the backstories. We got Ricky in the building.
Happy Martin Luther King Day and Donald Trump elect day. You know, happy inauguration, people.
Who raised these ninjas? All right, and then we got my boy battle rapper. Y'all already know. Don't forget the 3-tone bone in the building.
So y'all gotta forgive me tonight. I'm very tired. I've been getting life and shit in order, back where it's supposed to be. So, yo.
I don't mean to interrupt real quick, Lacey, but don't we supposed to have our cameras on? Because you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody above the law over here. I'm just saying.
Hey, look.
He said he's sick today.
Don't worry about what the fuck going on over here.
Watch your mouth, little boy.
We getting started already. And then we got my boy Gateway Louie in the building.
Y'all already know, man, what it do. Real gangster love Gateway Lou, man. Let's get it cracking.
All right, man. So y'all already know, man. First, y'all already know we got to talk about what's been cracking, man, at the inauguration, man. You know, Snoop Dogg and Nelly has been getting backlash, man. We're going to show 2 quick videos, talk about it. Let's get it.
But I am honored to be performing for the office, for the president of the United States, regardless. Ain't nan another president asked me to perform. Nan. Ain't nobody called Nelly. I would have performed.
Well, ain't nobody ever asked you to come to a Klan rally either. But you know
what you mean? Why would I go to a Klan rally? I don't live in a Klan country.
Well, this is a Klan country.
No, this ain't no Klan.
No, this is a Klan country, man.
Where is it?
This is a Klan country.
Where it is?
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast one of you Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
All right, Tara, what you think? What is your thoughts?
First of all, I just want to say I think it's funny that they censored everything he said, but he could say jigaboo. Like that should have been censored too. What's wrong with y'all? Being in the great city of St. Louis that has expatriated away from Missouri, we are the state of Missouri. I mean, we are the state of St. Louis now. What you mean you're not in Klan country? We're in Missouri. We might as well be in Louisiana, Alabama, or Mississippi. Like you are definitely in Klan country. But like he said, I think the most important part for the Nelly thing, nobody else is calling him. So he wants a check. He just had a baby. I think Ashanti might be pregnant again. They got things going on. Snoop, I'm surprised. I don't care about Nelly. Snoop, I'm very surprised by. And I don't know why, because he does everything for a check. He don't even drink the beer that he be selling in that commercial. He said himself. So I think it's a bad look. I hate that he did it, but I can't tell nobody what to do for their family. So I don't really care.
All right, hold on. Teresa said, I love the new intro. Hello, beautiful people. Salute. Appreciate it. All right, Gateway Louis.
Well, I mean, I would say it depends on like what perspective you're looking at it from. I think it's so many different perspectives that you can look at that situation from, that you can't just draw one conclusion. If you're looking at it, I mean, because I mean, if you can't put that weight of what's going on they back, because they ain't. I mean, like, who is Nelly and Snoop Dogg to the political world and to the world of influencers? They not really know. If you want to put the weight on the whole United States and the whole Black community as a whole, for not allowing them to even have that on Martin Luther King Day and be in any type of support. If everybody else gonna let it happen, why would I stop my dollar because of this and this and that? Like, that's how they looking at it. You feel what I'm saying? But if you standing for like different principles, then yeah, you might take offense to any type of support of what they got going on in the presidency. But I just say it based on your perspective. Me personally, it's just for us. Me, I mean, I don't give a damn no which way. It really don't. None of that make a difference in my life for real. I already know Martin Luther King Day and all that stuff is a facade anyway. So I'm not even sold on what they trying to demonstrate with that. Like, if we really talking about some real facts and some uncensored shit, like, they've been carrying us and playing on us, and people ain't been doing shit since the beginning of time. So until we come together as a people and start loving each other and creating our own legacy and our own culture and stop letting them define our culture for us, then I mean, really, it ain't nothing else to talk about. It's just it's something to talk about.
All right. Clara says, hey y'all, I'm here for the BS this evening. Hello. And she said facts to Louis. Go ahead, Stacey.
Oh my God, these people are drama filled. I don't care either way. Like, Nelly hasn't done anything for the Louvre, for his people. It is what it is. Let him do what he do. He want to shine, let him shine. There's a lot of people who want to get their, shine on, or they feel like they hadn't been in the spotlight enough. So I guess that's how I feel. Let him get his shine on. As far as, this is so crazy. Martin Luther King Day, it's like they overlook this day. It's crazy. But let him do it. I don't care either way. He can do him. Let him do him. I'm so disgusted by them. I just don't care anymore. That part.
Really quickly, does anybody know if this is just the day it always falls on and this just happened? Because like last year, I know on Easter or something, and it was also National LGBTQ Day. Like, I don't think some of this stuff can be controlled.
It's just a day, and that's only because we had 29 days last year in February, so it messes up every day.
So it's your fault because that's your birthday. Got it.
Hold on. Let me get my answer. Let me tell you something. See, I'm a person that stands for something, fall for nothing. So
yeah, it just fell on this day, but it's still, they like overlooked it all together. You know what I'm saying? I think that should have been a big thing. You know what I'm saying? They should have blew that up more and then did what they did. I don't care.
So it's sad to see like Snoop Dogg, like that old video where he was like dogging like anybody who would do it and everything. But then years later, you do it. You should have known the video was gonna come back up.
Right.
What happened now? He had a video and he said
that video, he was calling anybody who performed for
a jigaboo, the one we just watched.
Yeah, he's like, they some jigaboos, they some sellouts and all this. And then a few years later, now he overheard
he doing it.
Performance. So I can't respect it. I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg. I can't respect it. And Nelly, you
And
already know.
he's definitely out for the money. He's trying to get the money any way
All
he
of
can.
this trying to get a check. Nelly trying to get a
Yeah.
check. Nelly, we know you're trying to get a check. Nelly talking some ain't now. Like, learn how to use English. Who raised this ninja? Who raised this ninja? Ain't now another president.
Come on, where is that? Where is that? You in the Klan country? Shut up.
I love you, Nelly. Nah, bro. All right, Ricky, go ahead.
I don't know why people are surprised that Snoop. This has been going on for a long time with him. This shit started back, pre-Martha Stewart. So I don't know why people acting surprised. This shit go back to Tupac and them. This is not a surprise to me at all. The Nelly shit, Nelly just being a typical nigga. He's a typical nigga. Nelly said he needs some money. Trump said, "Hey, nigga, come perform." He said, "Yes, sir, I'm master." That's just what had happened. And then for him to act like he don't know it's a Klan country, like that shit, where the Klan is. Like, nigga, you know. You fucking know. You grew up in St. Louis. You fucking know. Like,
Exactly.
like, stop it. Like, on so many levels, just stop it. At that point, you should have just said, you know what? This is true, but this is the reason why I'm doing it. But to act like you don't know that the Klan exists, especially when I know you have seen the motherfuckers marching downtown St. Louis.
Facts.
You live in Texas, home of them motherfuckers. Like, stop it. Like, stop. Like, you acting too brand new for me.
I think more for Snoop.
I wasn't done.
Okay. Go ahead. Go on, get your issue. Go ahead.
I couldn't wait to use it on you, Louis. I just couldn't wait. No.
No, for real though. I think Snoop more than Nelly, because Snoop, what he represented for so long, you was like a staple in the culture. So you know what I'm saying? For you to be a staple in the culture and a black culture, we're not talking about no other culture. We're talking about black culture, and then for you to kind of like on that day, where it's like the only day that a black man is really like acknowledged, honored, and represented, it's like you more so. It's not like y'all conducted no Million Man March rally for Martin Luther King. Y'all didn't put a whole like energy behind the movement of your people, and I think that's where people kind of like get a distaste at. Like, you'll go crip walk on the stage for Donald Trump, but you ain't gonna go crip walk and bring up the Crips and the Bloods and bring them to some type of rally to be able to bring unity among blacks on this day. So I think that people looking at it from a standpoint of what those brothers represent, not so much of everybody looking at it from a dollar sign. So that's why I think it's a lot of disappointment on that.
Oh, okay, that was great.
Okay.
Well, Ricky, you are something else.
How? I've been on my best behavior.
You know all the sarcasm that was just in there. Okay, that was great, ma'am. Please.
That was a great answer. Louis, that was a great answer.
Thank you.
It was a different perspective. Don't let Tara start with that deal.
No.
Oh, you know me, man. I got thick skin though.
No, I was on Ricky, not you, Louis. Don't do that.
It wasn't towards you, but I'm saying that it was a great answer. So don't take it personal.
And I fed off your energy though. That's why you sparked that in me though.
Right.
Just to add something else real quick, Ricky, piggybacking off of what Louis said, we literally call him Uncle Snoop. Most of us are not related to this man. We call him Uncle Snoop. So this is a big blow for us.
He just been Snoop as long as that nigga been here. He just been regular Snoop. I ain't never called him Uncle shit. He was Snoop.
Well, some of us, a lot of us.
Okay, well, he was Uncle Snoop to y'all. That nigga was just regular Snoop to me. And when he popped out with Martha Stewart, I knew that he was fucked from that point on.
Yeah, he's definitely about my age or whatever, so he's not uncle to me. I call him bro.
I think he's old. He way older than
he
you.
He is older, but I'm just saying we're kind of close in age.
For me, it just was like, bro. It was like the pot calling the kettle black. It's like, oh, you're gonna complain about it, but then you're gonna go do the same shit that you don't want motherfuckers to do. Mm-hmm. Like that was like
has he spoken on it? Has he said why he died? Why he flipped the script?
Like, you think he's going to? He's not going to address it. Sometimes silence is golden, and it's probably better that he don't say anything about it and let people just speculate, because the thing with Americans is as soon as the next big thing happened, they forget about that.
Yeah.
So he like, oh, so now they're gonna talk about TikTok and shit. So he like, they ain't worried about this because they talking about TikTok.
Don't discuss
Oh,
TikTok,
no,
Cal.
calm down.
I flipped out. I
Go ahead,
let's not
go
talk
ahead,
about.
Tone.
I like check this out.
We can't
Um,
see you.
we already went over this shit, man. Straight up.
Hey, you talking to your auntie? Chill out. What up?
Hey, I swear I love you, T. I swear it's all love, no disrespect, but yeah, not right now. But look though, for real. As far as Snoop Dogg, I just feel like Snoop was goofy because he took a stance prior to doing it,
Fact,
against
fact,
doing it,
fact.
and then to turn around and do it like that shit crazy. And I normally salute motherfuckers that that change their ways and see different lights and shit. But I think that's just the opportunistic move. Is that the right word?
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
Yes.
it was
Yeah,
brilliant
yeah, yeah.
reviews. Look at you.
Yeah. So yeah, so I don't think so I don't fuck with that one. Now the Nelly shit, right? I look, first of all, hey, this is my stance when it comes to a lot of things. I graduated from Melville High School, right? I've been around like being older in life, I've been around, my fair share of white people. I only felt the need to carry a gun because of niggas.
Ooh, that's
Like
interesting.
I'm not saying racism don't exist and shit like that, but this ain't goddamn me the roots days, or this ain't goddamn me 1932 when blacks couldn't do and blacks can't do. This we in the age where niggas can be millionaires now.
Yeah.
Like to where like a lot of times I think blacks get caught up in playing this victim mentality, or the white man this, the white man that. Fuck that, bro. We got opportunity to be something different. You gotta blame something else, like other than that, like self, like for real. To where and with Donald Trump, they didn't say Donald Trump was racist till he became a president. That nigga was making money with niggas way before then.
Facts. Facts.
But when he become president, they want to say the nigga racist. Like I don't know. I fuck with Trump. And then on top of everything, it's fucked up that that us as a black people will go against another black person because we differ in opinion over politics. We would drag another black person because he want to support Trump. Oh, that jigaboo, that this and that this. You motherfuckers selling y'all soul for way less than what the fuck he got for that show.
Clara says, "Speak, brother."
Like straight the fuck up. People out here like letting people get over on them for $100. Let that nigga make his money and do what he's doing. Like straight up. Like, oh well, Nelly fell off and Nelly this. I want to fall off like Nelly. If that's falling off, I want to fall off like Nelly. The dude is touring out of this country. Fuck in America. He's touring outside of this country. That's a bag. Way more than what the fuck American can offer him. He's performing for the president. The president is the most important job in America, like on some other shit, but it ain't. But you know how that shit go. But still, like, man, let the man do what he's doing. Straight up. Until you top the Super Bowl, keep your mouth on lock. Ain't that what that nigga said on number one? Ain't that what that
But
nigga said?
another, hey Tone, something to add to what you just said, bro. I think where he was coming from too, also when he was saying what he was saying, he probably feel like he can do what he want to do, how he want to do it within the range of what he want to do. So the same restraint that you might have as a citizen or somebody who just a common person, he don't have that same type of restraint. So it ain't nothing that they doing that's hindering him from being able to live out his life to his fullest potential. So I think that it's like I say, it's different perspective.
Clara says, we do it to us. We are our worst enemy." All right, man. Next topic. It says, "Men actually love being nagged. A woman nagging voice is how chemical for pair bonding is released in their brain. They might deny it, but whining and nagging are secretly craved by the males." Louis, what is your thoughts on this?
Hell nah. Don't no man want you nagging that. Now I know that's the worst thing you can do. That's like you want me to get the hell away from you if you get the nag. My thing, you can communicate, we can talk, you can sit me down and have a real transparent conversation about whatever the issue is. But nagging, that's annoying. Like for a grown man, no grown, because that's you. That means you stressing me. That no female don't want no man to nag. So what the hell make you think a man want a female that's gonna nag? Please don't nag. Just communicate. Sit a person down, look them in their eyes, cut off the TV, put the phone to the side, and turn off the music and shit, whatever you gotta do, and have a one-on-one, in-depth conversation with all transparency and vulnerability.
All right, Tone Bone. You there, Tone?
Yeah, I dropped my weed. My bad.
Hey, why you
I had
look at some things on that commercial and stuff when they be like, you see it and it be a little dot, then it be over there in the corner, then over there and over there.
Well, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. But I'm having a hard time getting. I'm old, bro. My motherfucking back and shit be hurting, bro. I need a new job. I look. We talking about bitches that be nagging. I mean, women that be nagging.
Yeah.
It isn't. Hey, hey, I wonder who be saying this shit, right? Cause it be like, I be feeling like simp ass niggas be making shit like this.
Yeah.
And making a reason for them to be talked to, because they talk to them crazy and call them bitch ass niggas and shit like that. I mean, I'm chemically balanced to take it that way. Ooh, get your bitch ass on.
Right.
Ain't no chemical balance that it releases in their brain. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, that shit stupid. They probably believe that shit too. Fuck nagging, they know. Look, man, I'm telling you, as a nigga that got high blood pressure, stress kills.
Yes.
That shit can kill you. Nagging me will bring me fucking stress. I don't give a fuck what you nagging about. You could
Right.
be nagging about, you got this pencil on the floor. Why you leave the pencil on the floor? Like, just shut the fuck up. Just
Just
shut
pick it
up.
up.
Like, for real, bro. Like, nah, don't nag. Adult, like Louis say, adult discussions. Especially if you motherfuckers is over 35. If
Right.
if you nagging when niggas don't be listening, y'all be sounding like Charlie Brown teacher, wrong, 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 wrong,
Facts.
wrong, 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 wrong. Then they be like, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? No, I'm not.
Big man.
So yeah, that part.
All right, man. Listen, man. Whoever said that question there, come here, man. Let me talk to y'all a little bit. Come a little closer. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Ain't nobody like nagging. Who raised these niggas? What in your mind think we like nagging? Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. We'll block you out. We don't listen to you. Like Tone said, it sound like womp, 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 womp. You be just talking to go. Our brains be somewhere else. Like, nigga, what we gonna do today? You go smoke your weed. Go do this, nigga. We do not like
Stop
nagging.
lying. Stop
Chemically
lying.
based.
Hey,
Who
hey,
Stop lying.
the
Shut
Yin
up.
Yang twins told y'all shit back in the day.
Who raised these niggas?
Can I go?
If y'all don't like nagging, why you don't just do what we asked you to do the first time?
Yeah, we
Exactly.
don't
I
want to
said,
do it
can I
anyway.
go?
Who raised
Yeah.
all you niggas?
So when we
Who
tried
the
to
fuck?
have,
Who the
when
fuck?
we,
Who the fuck?
can
What you
I
said?
go? Tom, you already went. Hush. So
They
when
your picture not moving.
All
when
you
we
see is frozen, but we can hear you.
Right.
We
when
can hear you,
we
but your face, hey, but that's some spooky shit.
when we try to have a conversation, a decent conversation with you men, you don't want to do right. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when we have to nag. So you can act right. It's like some men like that shit, or they want you to nag so they can just do right. So we can shut up. They'll do what we say when we nag, and it's crazy. But when we try to have a decent conversation, man to woman and not boy to girl, then you know what I'm saying, it don't pan out right. It's like, okay, baby, let me talk to you. Blah 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 blah. We're communicating. It's like you don't hear us. So when we nag and y'all hear us, because y'all want us to shut the hell up. So y'all hurry up and give and do what the hell we want. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Because I swear, every time I'm over 40, every time I nag, he do what the hell I want. If I'm trying to have a conversation, it's like, okay, baby, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't think he hear me. But when I tell him or nag, it's like, see, when I'm speaking at him and not, to him, it's like, hey, he want to do what I want him to do. And that's sad. I'm going to say that's sad. That's not right. But some men, that's the only attention that they can, that's the only attention they love, So I like Louis' answer because that's how it should be. You should have a one-on-one conversation, cut the music off the TV, look into your partner's eyes, and just, have that decent one-on-one conversation. But it don't go like that. It's like some men like when you, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then they give you the world. And it's so sad.
So Stacey, so you saying that when you trying to talk soft to a man, they not respecting what you saying, so you have to be more aggressive to get them to hear you?
Pretty much. Like if you're talking soft or whatever, okay, let's say you as a man at home watching, well, not you, but just for using you as an example, you sitting home watching TV, playing your game or whatever, and you're like, okay, babe, such and such, I'm soft with it. He's still playing the game or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, wait a minute, do you hear me talking? That's when we get to nagging because we're talking soft and we're like trying to get your attention and you're not giving that attention, but that's some men, or little boys, so if you have a grown man, what I'm saying, that man that's attentive to you, that loves you and all of that, then okay. But sometimes it takes for you to get that aggression out and just tell it like it is for them to even do right or listen or stop what they're doing.
It just sounds like you trying to be somebody's mama, though.
Ricky, before
Hey,
you're not listening. You're not listening, Tom.
Sometimes it may sound like that, but hey, if that's the only way somebody's gonna get somebody's attention, then hey, it is what it is, and it's sad to say, but it happens like that sometimes.
Hold on, Ricky, before you go, I gotta get this to Stacey. All right, go ahead, Ricky.
Whatever.
It's like, yeah, because you sound like when you
Hey,
doing.
Ricky, you went off screen, Ricky.
Hey, man, just get on with that petty, stupid shit, man. Like, that joke old, man.
He's saying, he said, go ahead, Ricky, and then your black ass.
Well, this shit happen almost every night, man. People do this shit. Get the fuck on. Stop complaining.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
Hold on. Let me read this comment. Hope said a man will stay with a woman who possibly is a whore versus one who nags. I've seen it. And Mickey said, yo. All right, go ahead, Ricky.
I didn't get, okay. I got it. Yeah. It went over.
She was saying a man would stay with somebody who's a whore over somebody who's
I got it after reading. I mean, yeah, I got it. Thanks, Hope. Hi, Hope, girl.
Go ahead, Ricky.
I just had a couple of things and I'm gonna be done with it. I agree with what Stacey said, but Stacey, in the same retrospect, you have to understand that just because you talking to him or you asking him to do something, don't mean that he got to stop what he's doing to address you because he's already doing something.
He should. As my man, he should. As my man, he should. But okay, go ahead.
Stacey, see, this is the same.
Go ahead. As my man, he should. But go ahead.
I'm only saying for me that you can't expect somebody to do that because if you're in the middle of doing something and he come and tell you to do something and then you get mad and hit him with a guitar because he asked you to do something, it's the same thing. You see how that works? You don't like that.
So guess what? As my man, he should, as out of respect and courtesy, he should. But okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying it's a two-way street on that one. But I do understand because like once I say something to you and then I might repeat it, and then after that, now it's aggressive because now I'm gonna have to show you better than I can tell you. That was the old me, but now
what kind of dudes y'all dealing with though? Because if you think that you being aggressive, any one of y'all, any female period, if you think that you being aggressive with a grown ass man, that your aggression is what's getting it done. Like, first of all, ain't no female, I don't give a fuck who you is. Ain't no female on this earth can fuck with me. I don't give a fuck what you think. So you can't whoop me. So you being
Why you-
aggressive,
why
so
you
you being
going
aggressive,
to
hold
different?
up, you being aggressive is not intimidating me to do something. So let's get that straight. So
Okay, so what I was saying was,
I'm saying any
if
female, it
I
ain't about
say
you, period.
something
I'm saying
to
females in
you
general.
once
Females in
or
general.
maybe
It's
twice,
not
now I have
aggression.
to show you.
It's not.
It
Listen,
doesn't mean that I'm
a
being
nigga.
aggressive and
Listen,
I'm
I'm gonna
trying to
tell you some
fight
true
you.
shit.
This is what
You
I'm
can nag to a man,
I'm gonna just
and
stop.
he'll
Go
do
ahead,
what
y'all
you say do, and the nigga can go fuck another bitch right then and there because you just pissed him off.
Then he not a man.
He
Listen,
bitch.
now listen.
He a
I'm
bitch for that. Because
you're
Yeah.
not
if
listening.
me pissing
You
you
just see,
off
you talking.
causes
See,
you
this
to
is
do
what
that, you
see this.
already wanted to do what you
Y'all
were
trying to
doing
get an
it. So with
understanding,
that being
but you
said,
can never get an
because I said
understanding.
something
You can
to
never
you,
get an
again, listen to
understanding.
what I originally said,
Because
Louis.
if you,
If
I'm
I
not
ask
talking
you
about
something
you.
Hold on,
once,
yeah, hold
I'm not
on,
talking
It
hold
about
was
you.
Ricky's turn. I'm just saying.
hold on, Louis. Let Ricky get her issue
if
off.
I
And then you
ask
can
you
rebut.
something once, or if I say it again and you're still not complying or acknowledging it, then I have to show you. And me showing you does not equate to me trying to fight you or being aggressive like I'm a nigga. That's not what that equates to. So if you take it there, that's on you. But I don't like to argue with people, so I'll shut the fuck up and let you have it. Because that's just how I am. And you can have it and you'll sit there and be talking to yourself. And then when the tables turn, because I am definitely one of reciprocation. So when the tables turn, I want you to understand that this is the same shit that you did and you don't like it. Because dudes don't like it when they're ignored. If I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you like, hey, baby, can you do X, Y, Z, A, B, C? Hey, baby, did you hear me? And I'm not gonna sit there and nag you because I ain't got that kind of time. I got fucking kids that I could talk to and I ain't gotta nag them. So I damn sure ain't finna be nagging no grown ass man. And if I gotta get up and do it myself, then what the fuck do I need you there for?
That part.
All
If
right,
I'm
go ahead.
asking you for something and you can't reciprocate it or you can't do it, a simple, hey, baby, I get to it when I can get to it. A simple acknowledgement will do me just fine. I'm not needy. I don't need to talk to you all the time. I don't need none of that stuff. I'm very self-sufficient and I'm very soft with my man. But when it comes to me having to constantly repeat myself over stuff that we've already addressed, now I'm gonna have to show you better than I can tell you. And when I say that I have to show you, I'm gonna just give you the same thing that you're putting out.
All right, go ahead, Louis.
He already went, didn't he?
I'm gonna let him get his rebuttal. You on mute, Louis.
I think he said he done with it.
Yeah, I'm cool. Let her. She got an issue. Shit, she did what she do. I'm just letting them know is whether regardless of what, when you nag, when you doing all that nagging, you think you getting something done, but you just making your shit worse. Whoever, it ain't to you, Ricky, or nobody in particular. It's just what it is. When you stress a nigga out, he gonna go find some relief. So when you get done doing all of that shit, only thing that you doing is putting the energy in him to go get another bitch to relieve all that tension and stress that you just caused.
Well,
Now
then
you
he
don't
shouldn't
have
go
to.
back
Now you
home.
don't listen. It's not a right or wrong answer. Everything that I say ain't about right or wrong. If it was about right or wrong, everybody would be happily ever after. I'm telling you the science of man, how men operate out here. They not gonna tell you this. Ain't no nigga that you fucking gonna tell you this. He not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, when you stressing me out, I'm just gonna go get another bitch to do and do." He not gonna tell you that.
And the female ain't
So hold on. We I'm just keeping it real from a man's perspective for you women out here that's lit. It ain't just about the 3 women out here. It's about all the women that's probably watching. This is the things that happens inside of relationships that y'all not understanding, and y'all think that, oh yeah, that motherfucker, he gave me my way and he know better. Ooh, all right. I'm just telling y'all that you don't give a nigga a reason. Don't get, no matter what he doing, don't give a nigga a reason, because he gonna justify what he's doing based upon whatever that you just issued out. So you check yourself. You say, okay, nigga, if you gonna go do that, that's gonna be on your time. You gonna do that shit.
It's gonna be on his time either way.
No, it's not.
I cannot make you go do anything.
Yes,
You're gonna
you
do it on
can.
your own. You grown as hell. That mean I got
So
control over you.
A nigga ain't never made you call him a bitch, or never made you slap him, or never made you do nothing crazy to him. Get the fuck out of here. I just heard
I've
you
never
say
busted a
1,000
car
times
window.
on this
I ain't
show.
never did none of that.
When
I
you
don't have
emotionally
the time.
tied to a motherfucker, they do have control over making you do shit that you don't necessarily want to do.
That's
Man and female. Period. Now, so, and you don't got no real fucking emotions. You really don't care.
I
If you
accept
saying
shit for
that,
what it is.
come on, man. I'm
Hey,
10 times more of a gangster than you, and I got emotions.
Vicky said she should come and be with me as I do what I do if it is that important. Go ahead, Tara.
Okay. Valid points all the way around the board. My question, I mean, I don't even know if I want to answer this question because here's the thing. I don't think men like women who nag. But there is something going on where there are men out here, and Louis, you don't seem to be one of these, but who literally don't listen. So as a woman, we come in and we ask. I always used to take the trash out thing, but we just anything. We come and we ask for something. Maybe he was supposed to fix a spot in the roof, and he literally knows how to do that. And now the storm then came, and it's floods all over the house. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? At this point, everything is ruined. Now we got thousands of dollars of damage to the house instead of hundreds. And I asked you every day in
You know
my
what you do,
softest
Tara?
voice for a week. So what do we do instead of getting mad or aggressive? What you say?
Go get another nigga to come do it. I guarantee you, if you hire somebody, you have a man to come in there and have him make sure he come in there and I guarantee you, whatever you was asking that nigga to do that he could do, he first of all he gonna look at you crazy and he gonna say, why the hell you had this man come in my house? Where I was asking you and I ain't got time. We gotta get, and you just move forward doing what you do. Get on your time. You ain't gotta do all that. Like, okay, that's what you want to do. I'm finna do what I'm finna do. And it ain't even that I'm on no sneaky. I'm on no trying to be a hoe out here. I'm just finna get the job. And you gonna get mad because I'm moving around you. That's how you get to men. You move around that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't never stoop yourself down to where a nigga be like, oh well, I went out here and did this because you was being like this. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I ain't saying nothing to what you saying. You absolutely right. It is niggas out here that if you tell them 1,000 times if they won't do, you have to do all of the extras just to get their attention. That's I know that. You know what I'm saying? Just move around that nigga.
All right, let's go to the next topic.
Want a woman with their together, but then when they get that, they get intimidated and leave for a lesser value woman.
Have you ever met a rich, lame?
Yes.
Many of them.
Several.
Right. So having money doesn't disqualify a man from being lame, right?
Right.
No.
Okay, right. Having success doesn't disqualify a woman from being a terrible partner.
That's also true.
Mm-hmm.
A non-listener, someone that makes it hard that doesn't know how to be present in a relationship. When you say lesser, right, you may be, to your point, describing somebody that doesn't make as much money as you. But maybe in that relationship, he feels heard, seen, valued. And what I'm saying is, with you have to ask yourself, if you are choosing men that you look up to, men that you feel like in their own right are pillars of the community, that have a great voice and discernment. And if you keep finding that these men are saying to you, hey, there's some things that maybe you can correct over here, and you keep excusing that, then now you're not making those improvements. Now, I'm not saying that that's you, but there's many women in here that are scapegoating the fact that they keep running away from men to your success, when it really might be your character. And maybe that's where you need to look.
Can I go?
Go ahead, Tom. I'm just gonna go to you.
I check this out. I don't even be liking when dude be speaking, but I thought that was dope when he said it, ain't it?
I was thinking the same thing.
For real, because sometimes I be pissed when he talk, but like, dude, hey, for real, hey, straight up,
100%.
like he be seeming like some simp ass sucking nigga shit too.
Yes.
On God, but
Yes.
like, nah, but that point right there though, like a lot of times, you know what I mean? Like women, like I feel like a lot of times women put themselves in relationships or something. And they trying, especially like when it comes to success, like I said, whatever they deem success is, right? I got my shit together, this, and they did all this shit and don't need no, I don't to where it made like they don't need no man, whatever. And it's like I wonder why, but you would go over there and mess with her. She ain't got this, she ain't got half the shit I got. But it'd be like, it's like your care who you are though, you hear me? Like
Facts.
money can't make you a good person. Money can't make you the right person for somebody. Like it's like, like you really gotta check yourself as a woman and see and look in the mirror as a woman and see what type of woman you are. Maybe you just like that aggressive shit that motherfuckers talk about, or there's other shit. Like you gotta understand how it may come off. You may deem yourself to be a good person or this, but you may be coming off in a way that you don't even understand that you're coming off in.
Facts.
And a lot of times when you in a relationship and a person speaking to you, you taking it from an emotion, you receiving it from an emotional position because you love this person, you care for this person, so you're really not hearing what this person is saying to you. You're not hearing this man tell you this your attitude this way, this your attitude that way. You just see it as when I'm trying to do this for you, I do this and like you go back to your success, like it's like, but I'm doing this, I'm doing this. It's like you're labeling like I'm doing this, I'm doing this, like you listing accomplishments in a fucking relationship when it shouldn't be no list of a fucking accomplishments in a relationship. We should just be here with each other doing like living it. But like motherfuckers be like trying to compart to whatever the fuck that word is.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize. I learned
Or compete.
that. Compartmentalize.
That shit, yeah, that word.
That is hilarious.
That word they be trying to do all that shit when it comes to the duties like, oh well, I could cook or I could do this and I can do that. Why won't you love me? Cause bitch, it's the feel,
Exactly.
it's the emotion, it's the spirit, it's the everything else outside of this. It's the shit that money can't buy.
Facts.
Like it's crazy like how many people got all this especially like a lot of women but men too, but a lot of women got all this like success and money, but it's the shit that they can't buy that they lack.
Yes.
Like the main thing, especially a successful woman and a woman that feel like that she got something, no, is the respect of the man. Sometimes they barely respect the nigga.
They
They
don't.
feel like I mean I'm in this position. I mean, how can you tell me anything? I do this and I do this. Bitch, if I can't teach you, then what you with me for? You gotta get with a nigga that can teach you something. And then if you looking down on me, then I can't teach you shit. You gotta go find a man that's above you.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you ain't her calling them bitches. That's why she ain't listening.
First of all, first of all, sister,
Right. That part.
Hit her with the sister.
My
if
sister.
if if it is a conversation of me calling any woman a bitch, she deserving it. It ain't my woman. So therefore, the bitch can be a bitch all motherfucking day.
Lord Jesus.
This nigga a fool, bro. Hold on, let me go to this comment before I go to the next person. Man, Fleticus said a lot of women want to be everything you need as long as they can dictate what those needs are. Facts. Talk that shit, Fleticus. All
That's
right,
right.
go ahead, Tara.
You gonna call me after they comment? Um, there's no lies there. I had to learn a lot. Like I said this before, I had to learn a lot in my relationship because I was one of those girls who was raised a certain way by my grandmother, who was, this is how you get a man, this is how you keep a man. And what I learned is that those things that we don't live in that day and time anymore. Dudes can cook for themselves now. They can do their own laundry. They can, sometimes you're in a relationship later in life and you're not having kids together. So there's no kids to rear. And you have to listen to them. You have to say, what are you looking for in your mate? And you have to figure out if you want to do that or you can provide that and be
Facts.
that. It's
Mm-hmm.
not, no one man is the same. No one woman is the same. So it doesn't matter what you used to do for somebody else or what your grandmother or your
Yes.
mother told you. Be present with this person and find out what they need and be that. And I think a lot of women don't understand that. And I'm here to say, women, you can make your man hate you. Like your man could go from being in love with you to really not liking you as a
Yes.
person. And it doesn't matter what you do, how many meals you cook for him, how much sex you offer him, because eventually he ain't gonna want that from you either.
Go
He
tell.
is not gonna want that from you either. And it doesn't matter. You got girls out here gonna get a complete new body. He told you he can't stand your attitude and your character. So what
Right.
the fuck does what the outside of you look like do for him? We have to listen. And trust me, I've been in trouble. Well, he gonna hear when I say that, but I feel like I've gotten in trouble a lot for not listening. And it makes it harder when you let this man talk to you and still go do what the fuck you want to do. If you're not gonna listen, just walk away. But yeah, I think we got a lot of work to do in this department, y'all. We just do.
Tara was talking about Tom. She's like, he is hilarious.
He is. Listen, sister.
Go ahead, Stacy.
Sorry, guys, my internet tripping. However, I agree with him. But I agree. I loved it actually. Yeah, it could be the character, but I'm not gonna say buts because I'm trying to get away from that word. sometimes women act away or lash out because, or show their true character because of someone else's actions. And as people, we shouldn't allow that.
Yeah. I think she fell off again. Let me get my answer. Well, I feel like a lot of women try to like buy love. Like I said, you cannot buy love. Like just like what Tara was saying, like if a person tell you it's your attitude and you go doing this or try to splurge buddy or do this, it's like you're not even paying attention or listening to what the man is saying, and a man can check out on you. Like that's a real thing. If he feels you're not listening, if he feels you're not paying attention, a man can just like straight up be gone, but like, all right, I'll check out of this relationship, and you probably can't get it back. Then when you try to correct it or try to get it back, it's gonna be hard because if his mind is already gone, then you in trouble. If he feels you're not listening, he's constantly telling you, "Hey, I need this from you. I need this," and you're not paying attention or listening to him. Then it could be devastating. It could be over for you. So, all right, go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, facts. I agree, man. I agree with pretty much what everybody's saying. I've been told, a lot of women be like, well, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table, as though like what you bringing to the table is why I'm messing with you. Like, no, like anything that you can bring to the table, I can get it on my own. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you can bring to the table, another female can bring to the table or more. So it's not what you putting on the table, it's what you instilling inside of the relationship when it comes to me. It's like Souldier say, it's about respect. Like a man got different needs. You know what I'm saying? Like you think like if I'm not with you for your money, for your crib, for your car, why would you even mention these things to me as though they're some type of bargaining tool for my love? If I'm first of all, when you're talking about a balanced man, he gonna want peace, love, and support from his mate. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna want these things. Now we can say all this, well, he gotta do this, he gotta do this, he got all. We can say all of that, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about what he needs. See, I think that a lot of times women deflect when it comes like when a man like saying certain things. Well, you don't do that's like, well, I need this from you. I need to, well, you don't do this. Why is you like? Why are we competing on who ain't doing something? Why ain't we competing on who doing something that's great, and not necessarily competing by throwing it in each other's face, but competing and doing it out of love? You know what I'm saying? A lot of women think because they getting bags now that somehow that's sufficient for what a man needs. Like maybe if he just a broke nigga and just don't want nothing for himself, but a man gonna want some tenderness. He gonna want that nourishment. He gonna want that softness. He gonna want you to bring him into a vulnerable space because that's your job as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't understand that, then it's certain things you ain't ready for a relationship. It's certain things you gotta go back to the drawing board for, because that's what a man need from his woman. And if he don't, he probably a boy. He probably a little kid, and he needs you to take care of him. He needs you to ride his car. He needs you to do everything for him. So therefore, he gonna let you talk to him any type of way, just like you, his mama.
Clara said, "Okay, Louis, speak." All right, Ricky, go ahead.
I'm beginning to think Clara only like it when the dudes talk, but I ain't gonna say
nothing. Go ahead, Ricky. She said, "Speak, brother."
Yep.
Go ahead, Tara.
I already went.
Oh, my bad, Ricky.
I looked at this question two ways. She got a little insecurities about what a lesser person is, for one. It's not always about the money. So I agree with him in that aspect, because it's a lot of people who have money that ain't shit as people.
Mm-hmm.
You see it in the workplaces, you see it just every day. People treat cashiers different from people that sweeping the floor. Like this is just everyday shit. Like this ain't nothing new. I do agree that it's some people out here that's kind of fucked up with they want to be taken care of in a sense of let me sit up a little bit. I was sliding. I got my feet up. It's some people that want to be taken care of in the sense that they do need somebody that has the money to take care of them financially in that aspect. And most men, and I just noticed just from being around guys most of my life, most men don't like when women make more money than them, even though they be like, it's not a factor, but it is. Because women, for whatever reason, they feel like they have the upper hand and they the man in the relationship when they make more money. I think it's weird, but it is what it is. With that being said,
speak, sis, speak.
Okay.
No, I don't like it.
That's right. That's right. Kick that shit, Rick.
I don't like it. I have dated men who had more money than me, and I've also dated men who had less money than me. I didn't treat either one of them any different from the other one. It was all based on how they were individually. I always tell people I'm not with you because of what you got, but because of how you make me feel. Right. And with that, though, some people get they be so okay with doing the bare minimum that it then becomes an issue. And when I say that becomes an issue, some people don't like it when their spouses force them to actually be the adults that they should be any damn way. And with that, they will go to a person that don't require them to actually step up and do the shit that they have to do. And this is just people in general. It's not gender specific. This is just people. Mm-hmm. I wholeheartedly feel like some people do need to figure out exactly what it is about you and why you keep running into these same kind of relationships where said person keeps going to somebody whom you feel is of lesser equation to you. It doesn't mean that they are, that's just your version of it. I've never been worried about who a person was with after me or before. It doesn't matter to me because you won't get the same type of person. He's not the same person he was with her or with her as he was with me. This is a different man that is not the same person. It's just that simple. And it's the same thing for women. They shouldn't be so hung up on that. Men you're not getting the same version of me. The version that you had, I'm not that person no more. I've learned from this. I've grown from this. I've healed from it. And now I'm different. Therefore, the next person that I'm with, they're not getting that same version that the last person had. And this is just... This is just what it is now. But people just need to figure out what it is that they actually want. Work on that with that specific person and stop comparing y'all relationships to this shit y'all see on social media. It's all smoke and fucking mirrors. Don't compare. I was out and this person did this, and why my man don't do this? Your man ain't did it in 13 years. You think he finna start today because you saw another couple doing it? Love your person for who they are and don't compare them to nobody else. When you start those comparisons on this is what I saw, then you're gonna forever run into the same issues. Be happy with your people, how y'all are. But I wholeheartedly agree with what he said. People just be out here a little fucked up.
And I'll add to what you said, Ricky. Have those conversations before y'all become exclusive. Like, talk about that during the dating stage. What you want, and whether or not y'all can be that.
Yeah, talk about that stuff. Listen, nowadays you got to ask people the real questions. Like, what's your favorite color is not an important question anymore. You know why that's not important? Because you need to know, am I the person that you actually looking for? And are you dating with a purpose? And are you waiting on the person that you really want to become available? And is this person a placeholder? Ask the real fucking questions now. Ask real questions. Y'all stop with the what's your favorite color? What's your favorite restaurant? That shit is unimportant.
Facts.
Ask questions that matter. Where do you see yourself? What do you want out of this? Are you dating with a purpose? Are you just doing this for fun? And if you're dating in St. Louis, you have to ask people, are you really single? Like, can you go out in the daytime at Walmart with people? Or are you not single and you out here living with motherfuckers and acting like you single? Like, what is it? You got to ask the real questions because people be lying.
Yeah. Do you like women and men or just women? Yep.
Are we double dating? Are we open? What is this? Yeah, that part.
I was saying, now that's real talk for real. Mickey says, I need a lady who can make money and dreams come with me. Forget what we have individually already. Let's become a team.
I 100% agree with you, Mickey.
That's what's up.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey, I got you.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Yeah.
So today I'm the one asking the questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, you said this was just a hypothetical question.
Okay, that don't matter. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, say less. So when we got together, I was a widow with a child, okay? So now we're married, and every year on my now deceased husband's birthday, me and my child go to the grave and put new flowers.
You're taking him, and you're staying in the car, and he's putting the flowers?
What do you mean I'm taking him? And I gotta stay in the car.
You're a pretty smart woman, so you know exactly what I mean. You take him, and you stay in the car, because you done with that man.
First of all, we just paying respects. What's wrong with going to the grave with our child? Obviously, if it's a child, first of all, I'm not about to let my child just roam through the gravesite by his or herself and then go ahead and go put your flowers on your daddy's grave. Like,
you making it seem like you gonna be there crying over his grave too. Like, bro, y'all said y'all got married. I understand.
I never said nothing about no crying.
No, listen, y'all said to death do y'all part. He died. Y'all parted. That's
exactly. That's why we paying respect.
No, that's why you stopped going over there, because y'all are done, and then you chose to bring me into your life. Like, you respect me.
Exactly. You in my life now, so come to the grave with us.
Respect me. Okay, all right. Well, let's say this then. That happened. Okay. Me and you been married for a while. I passed away. Are you going to come see both of our grave sites?
Yeah.
All right, Ricky, go ahead. Go ahead, Ricky.
I don't know why you called on me first. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, that video, I can't hear y'all.
Okay, be
I
quiet.
gotta go out and come back in.
Go ahead, come back in. Go ahead, Ricky.
I don't know why I got annoyed.
Very.
I'm working on it.
Clara says, so he jealous of the deceased. What the hell? I'm confused.
Exactly.
But I understand it as well. Here's why I'm going to play devil's advocate in this situation. And here's why I'm going to play devil's advocate. I understand that if your spouse is telling you, your husband, your current husband is telling you that he has an issue with something, you guys need to discuss this, because y'all actually should have discussed this prior to, because for you to tell him like, hey, we've been doing this every year and he's just not finding out about it is an issue, because now he feels like you've been keeping secrets, and what else are you actually doing? The worst thing that a person can do that's in a relationship, marriage, however you want to dress this up, is you can't compete with a dead person. The living person just cannot compete with them. So she does need to heal and move on from it. I'm not saying that she can't go visit the grave, and especially if they have a child together, that's a slippery slope. So I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not saying that one is right and the other is wrong. I'm just saying that they should have had this conversation prior to getting married on what that looked like moving forward. Since they didn't, and he's telling you that he has an issue with it, now y'all have to come to a common ground where it's beneficial for everybody. And I'm not saying that he needs to go out there with you to this man's gravesite, but y'all got to find a common ground here. I'm with the mama with not letting the kid, depending on how old they are, walk through a graveyard to go find a gravesite, because depending on where they buried, especially if they're going to like Jefferson Barracks or some shit like that, man, it's like 50,000 million graves out there. That shit is hard. My grandma and my granddaddy married out there, and I still be lost trying to find their ass. Just saying, it's confusing, but they definitely need to come to a common ground. Neither one is right, neither one is wrong. If your spouse, your living spouse, has an issue with it, and this is the man that you want to be with, then you're going to have to figure out how to make this work so that it's beneficial for everybody. Yes, he should go and support you, but I'm not going to support you grieving over a dead motherfucker. You need to deal with that shit on your own personal time. This is just me, especially somebody that you are intimate with in all of this. That's just me. I'm speaking for me. It don't work for me. But I would tell you this up front. I wouldn't tell you like, hey, let's go visit my baby daddy. I don't call them that anyway. I wouldn't say, hey, let's go visit them kids' people at a grave site. Like, that's just wrong to me. I wouldn't do it.
All right. I wouldn't even be tripping out now. Like, if my spouse or whatever came to me and was like, hey, this is my deceased, I'd be like, this person is dead to me. This is a person that was in your life at one time that, you were super careful. It ain't like he can come up out the grave and go sleep with you or something. Like for me, it wouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, go do what you do. I know this person was in your life at one time. Especially if I ain't know him, period, and he's deceased, I'd be like, go ahead. I think it's just crazy to me. I was like, what's the point to start an argument over something like that? To me, it's just dumb. So that's my take on it. But go ahead, Sarah.
I agree with you 100%. I'm not competing with the dead. Like, you got to be out your mind. Now, if she tell you she finna go do a seance in order to bring this motherfucker back, then we might have a conversation. But for me, they have a child. And let's just think about this. You cannot tell somebody how long it takes them to mourn. And this is a child. So they were married and she lost her spouse. You wouldn't even exist if this person was still alive. So chill out, little homie. Let me take my child to go up here, and that's where I'll sit and tell my child the stories about their father and what he did and who he was, instead of doing it in a house where you might have to hear it. And let me just have this one day a year, probably ain't gonna be up there, but nothing but 20-30 minutes to give this to my child. I would be so disheartened if I found out I was in love with somebody and married to somebody that was that stupid. But I think before you marry somebody, unless y'all get married 30 days after meeting each other, this anniversary would have come up and he should know this during the dating process. So this should not be an issue. But to follow with the hypothetical, I would be very disheartened, and I'm still going to do it. If you don't respect that and you want to divorce me because somebody dead gets visit 30 minutes out of a year, bye.
All right, Stacey.
Who raised these niggas? Okay, listen. I clearly don't have or wouldn't have a problem with that, especially, if that's the child's father, go pay respect, or let me take the child to pay respect. That's out of respect. The child needs to know about his father. And I would hope that he would want the same thing, or he would want to do the same thing. I don't know what's wrong with these people. The deceased cannot come and speak and take her back or whatever. So it's crazy. Let the woman go visit the father, take the child to go visit the father. So I definitely wouldn't have a problem with that. So crazy. Never.
Mickey says, I lost my girlfriend 2 months ago. I'm still fucked up.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And Claire says, sorry for your loss. Go ahead, Tone Bone.
What's the topic about?
Here we go.
Tone, a man had a problem with the lady going to visit the deceased ex-husband or baby daddy.
Yeah.
No, that's go ahead and grieve. Just be mindful and be respectful. But go ahead and grieve. Do what you gotta do.
How do you disrespectfully grieve?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
even being funny.
Just keep in mind that I like what our relationship and my emotions to you too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just like. I'm saying, do what you gotta do, but just don't make me. I don't know. Ain't no insecure. I don't know. Just don't do too much. Like,
I
cause I ain't
got you,
trying to.
Tom.
Cause I ain't trying to do too much. If it was vice versa. Like, who am I to tell you that you can't? Cause I don't know what's going on. None of this shit. Like, go ahead and feel it, but at the same time, yeah.
Vicky says, Stacey, it was my queen who had the room.
I got you. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah.
Go ahead, Louis.
Sincere apologies.
I mean, in respects to what's who the man that's saying what he's saying, just from a man's perspective, and what Tone was saying, like, it's one thing to grieve, but if you overly, it is such thing as overly grieving, where like if you for 3-4 days you ain't cooked, you ain't took a shower, you ain't did certain things because you grieving every year, you have an attitude, you cussing me out, we fighting, you do have to be conscious that, hey, look, hey, hold up, I get all of that, but look, we ain't finna, this ain't what we doing. Like, that's a situation that that happened. Like, that's what he's saying. But as far as me, I think he lame. Unless it's something weird like that, he lame as hell for that. You don't overstep into no boundary of somebody who
Facts.
lost somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
try to
try to
dictate.
dictate how
Yeah.
they are in that space. That, what the hell? Like, that's something you shouldn't even be with somebody if you just like grieving is something that you do to be able to, for your mental health and for your spirituality and for your emotions and shit, and somebody try to come into that space and try to like micromanage how you doing that ain't somebody for you, because they're not aligned with your pain, and they're not empathetic to what you're going through, so they really don't care about you. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like, period, in relationships, I feel like Americans are too damn selfish. Everybody want to make everything about themselves. Like, where is it that a person gonna have their own space and their own privacy and their own little corner to be able to like them? Like before you even came along, like they had them. So you have to give people that in a relationship. If a person say they need an hour out of the day to whatever they need to do, then allow that person there. Like, to stop trying to be in so much control over everything that another human being, a whole nother person have going on. And I think that people will get along a lot better like that in relationships.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Next topic.
Respect to a man is oftentimes what love is to a woman. And you can tell a man that you love him until you're red in the face. But if that love doesn't show up in the form of respect, he will not feel that love from you. Because he will think, how can you love me, but you talk to me like that? How can you love me, but you don't respect me? The Bible says that a wife should reverence her husband, which means to respect and honor her husband. A man is wired to be respected and honored. Some women want unconditional love, but they don't want to give unconditional respect. Some women say, I'll respect him when he deserves it. Well, what if his perspective was, I'll love you when you deserve it? And I know some people are going to listen to this and they're going to say, well, that goes both ways. We're not talking about both ways right in this moment. We're talking about, why do some women want unconditional love, but they don't want to give unconditional respect? How do you expect a man to be intentional about you, to show you that he loves you, to stay connected to you, and to desire to be intimate with you, all while feeling disrespected? He has to earn your respect, but to show you love regardless. You can't always expect him to perform and to give you what you need, but you aren't reciprocating it and giving him what he needs. If you believe you reap what you sow, are you sowing the respect in the way that you want to receive the love?
Louis, I'll let you take it first, Louis.
Y'all already know. This what I say. I just saying this just a minute ago.
Before you go, Louis, let me read these comments.
Yeah.
Flanagan said, super facts. Clara said, woo, that's heaven. Go ahead, Louis.
See, and this is why, and y'all women be thinking I be going hard on y'all. But this is why I always tell y'all, the hell with that nigga, what he doing. Just do what you need to do to be the best version of yourself, because you not gonna never win that battle. Even if you think you just won at that moment, you still lose, because now you just done tore this nigga down. So now he thinking on you now. He like, shit, okay, I let her get that off for whatever that reason is for that moment. He let you get that off. But now he thinking on you. Now you done created a whole negative force around everything that you got. Like, you have to self-check. It's just like a man. If he used it, okay, you ain't doing what the fuck I want you to do, so I'm just gonna call you crazy. And I'm like, hey, you know, one Ike Turner said, he say, why did they say, why were you hit? Why did you hit her? Talking about Tina, right? Mm-hmm. He say, because she was looking sad, and I asked her what's wrong, and she wouldn't say nothing, so I hit her ass to give her something to be mad about. Like, you know how crazy that sound? It don't even sound, it sounds crazy as hell, right? That's the same thing you saying that if a man ain't doing what you tell me, you say all that. You just didn't, all the negative shit you just had, you just put it right into that nigga. So it just was, you just transfer all that negative energy. So now he do it, and now he feeling the way you thought you got something accomplished, but he feeling the exact same way you was feeling before you did all that shit to get him to do what you just did. So now he acting like a bitch ass nigga to you. You know what I'm saying? All the above, but that's because he mad. So what he's saying about respect and reaping what you sow, always self-check. Period.
All right, Stacey.
Really? Oh my God. Okay, look, y'all. You know, of course, I would say, what about the women? Okay, I'm gonna just keep it like this. I agree with him, actually. Like, for real. So, like, y'all, for real, keeping it real. Being around Louis is very positive, you know, for real, for real. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have you speak on my relationship show, that part. But I really love it. I truly do, because I feel that, even though like men, I feel like some men, even if they're disrespecting their women and the women are still being respectful, then they can learn to be respectful from the women. You know what I'm saying? They will get their actions together. It's almost like the way you react, that's how you get an action. You know what I'm saying? From a person, I think that they will build it up and see what they're doing and get it together. So that means you don't have to be all disrespectful to them. Just be you, do you, and keep it pushing. Because like if they don't get it together, somebody else will see you in that positive light and want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So they lose out, and then hey, there you go, that part.
There you go.
So just keep it pushing, do you, and keep the respect live, and that's what it is. Especially for me for 2025.
That's
part.
right. Yeah.
Right. Teresa says, I agree with him on giving respect to receive the love, and the same vice versa. Give the love to receive the respect.
Yes.
That's all ships, romantic or otherwise.
Yes.
Clara said, yep. And
Yes.
Teresa said that part, Stacy.
Yeah.
All right, Tone Bone.
Dude said everything and explained everything. He was
He said everything.
He did.
like
Right.
shut the fuck up. Like that shit is like prime example of self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible tell that the Bible don't tell women to love thy husband. It say respect thy husband, honor thy husband, and they tell the husband to love thy wife.
Yes, it
Like
does.
like
Yeah.
that's just basic right there. Respect goes a long way, a very long way, and love for a woman goes a long way. You hear me? Um, to where it's a mutual thing. You gotta the we said a lot. We go back and forth a lot, but we really say the same thing at the same time. When we speaking as a panel, we talk about these type of subjects. Um, Ultimately, everything it got to be equal. Women want to be loved a certain way, and men want to be respected a certain way. Sometimes it come off as rough, or it come off as a way that's not received right. But that's ultimately what the bottom point is. So the thing is, you got to be the change that you want in the next situation. You know, like if you want your woman to love you more, or respect you more, maybe explore loving her more. Trying to figure out a love language. You want your man to love you more, figure out ways to respect them, and or try to figure out how you coming off or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Not everything is what you think, and it's a saying. They say the hardest fight I ever had to fight was against myself.
Facts.
Um, Especially as we get older, we get set in our ways, that we get set in how we're doing it, because shit, we've been doing it and this was work for us, but it may not work if we want to be in a relationship. We really got to check ourselves and reset at times. You know, men need to understand how loving a woman or bringing affection to a situation can bring respect out of the situation. And women should understand how bringing respect to the situation can bring love out of the situation.
Well, these are the kind of answers we're gonna get from Tone. He ain't gotta never put his camera on.
Go ahead,
So
Tara.
man, that's the hey, look. That's
That's
the
right.
medicine
That's right.
kicking in
Talk
on
that
it.
shit, Tone.
Go ahead, Tara.
Um, I agree with Tone. I think what he said everything and he explained everything. And I would just add this. This is why I want to ask for grace for women again, because a lot of us didn't have fathers to teach us this stuff. And a lot of like what we're talking about right now, there's going to be somebody listening to this one day that sees this who's never heard this before. Because so many of us are just now learning that that's what's important to men, respect and loyalty. We think, oh, we want to be unconditionally loved, so that's what they want. Because nobody's teaching us these things. What you have to do again is talk to your mate and say, what's important to you? What do you want? And then ask them to explain it. Because for some people, it's like, okay, what do you mean you want me to respect you, but you're going to love me? It doesn't seem equal to a woman sometimes, because we're doing two different things. Shouldn't we be doing both of those? You know, there's questions. And don't get mad at her when she's asking questions. Guide her. Help her understand something she's never done before. And Tone, that was so beautiful when you said, if you want more respect from her, try loving her more. If you want more love from him, try respecting him more. Keep the communication open. Keep each other first. And I think we just might be
Facts. All right, Ricky. Who raised Ricky?
What is the right? We having a good moment. Her, she cracking up.
Y'all already up in this.
First off, I'm cracking up for two reasons. One is kind of this conversation, and only because it's a little funny, and the other one is because of a message I just received.
You want to get your message? Tell them who raised them niggas.
I will definitely not say that because I got some other things going.
Who raised them niggas? I say it for you. Who raised them niggas? Go ahead.
I would not. Okay, so the aspect of women wanting to be unconditionally loved, I think that shit is crazy because that'll never happen. Every love is based on conditions. That's just crazy to me. With that being said, I do understand where men say they want to feel respected, and I wholeheartedly, I'm only speaking for me because I'm not like most females, so a lot of shit that most chicks do, I don't do. I respect you. I respect men as much as they respect me, and I've learned to set my boundaries and stand firm on them. So it's certain stuff that I used to let people get away with saying and doing that I don't allow anymore. And I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that. But with this conversation, I understand why men feel like I'll love you based off the respect aspect of it. Men are big on respect, but not to each other. That shit is weird to me. I feel like if everybody respected each other, it'd be so much less killing. And it'd be so easier for us to get along with each other. But everybody definition of respect is different. Dudes, guys, males feel disrespected by the slightest thing. I grew up in an era where you didn't call a dude a bitch. It's so common nowadays that it baffles me.
What the heck was that?
It was my phone in that message. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm finna focus.
Ricky, you probably get off.
Okay. Back to this. No, but I agree with what dude was saying though, because most women do want the unconditional love that we'll never get because it's just all love is based on conditions. Most people are, I'm going to do for you as long as you do X, Y, Z. The moment that they're not doing it, then you're not getting that love. And I don't feel like anybody loves anybody unconditionally outside of your parents. And half of the time they don't even do it. Everybody just respect each other a little more, but I definitely understand where men be coming from with they want the respect aspect of it, and that's how they show love. But everybody's definition of respect is different. So what piggyback off of what Tara said, learn what your partner actually needs, because every man wants something different. It won't be the same thing. So what I gave to one man, I can't get to the next man because it may not be the same. But y'all go off. Let me go ahead on and take this real quick.
Yeah, so Lacey, can I say something real fast? If you don't mind. To that unconditional love comment, I feel like that's true to a degree. I feel like loving somebody unconditional in a relationship is basically loving the person organically and naturally for being the person that they are and not trying to change them or force them to be something that they're necessarily not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like loving them unconditionally. Like, I love you for the person that you are, the beautiful person that you are. So when you want to love somebody unconditionally, you find somebody that you really like and love unconditionally. But to what Tara and Stacey was saying about what do you do in the situation, I'm going to give you a quick example, right? Say I got dreads, right? And say my woman is the one that do my dreads. Say, hypothetically speaking, say this is the situation, right? And I keep asking her, because I need my hair twisted. Right? So before I go calling the BITCHs and cussing out, doing all of that, and trying to force her to do it, then she do it. If I was to walk in the house, say for instance, and somebody else did my dreads and my shit looking good and it's popping, what the hell do you think she finna do if she knows she's one that this style my hair? She finna lose her mind, right? Mm-hmm. I ain't have to say a word. I ain't have to do nothing. I just went on here and when she said, why you did, I said, I asked you 3-4 times. You act like you didn't want to do it, so I just got my hair done. Right? That's what I'm saying. Moving like that is more powerful.
Because next time you ask her, matter of fact, you won't have to ask. She gonna book your appointment herself.
I won't even have to. I promise you I won't.
Every third Monday, you gonna come right here at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that ain't how that stuff be working. They be like, go to the same bitch, go pay her to do your hair again.
Oh, cool. I probably didn't even pay. See, that's how you.
And women, for real, women, we got to be careful what we say. You tell her, I don't give a what you do, go on see it. And when he do it, you remember you told him to.
Like that. Go get the next bitch to do it, and then when you get the next bitch to do it, now she lose her mind.
Be careful what you say. Don't say it if you don't mean it. Yep, don't say it if you don't mean it, because somebody will pull your card.
Tell you go get the next nigga to do it. Go get the next nigga to pay your card. No, what? Oh shit.
Hey man, we got the next topic.
I always tell myself that if I'm going to be real with anybody, I'm going to be real with myself. Let me look in the mirror. Let me hold myself accountable for where I'm lacking. So,
I just put this on Threads. I said, the older I get, the more I realize one of my core values is accountability.
Accountability.
With a friend,
yep,
a man,
yep,
a business partner.
Yep.
If you can't be accountable or take responsibility, I can't have a relationship with you.
Man.
It's too hard to try to get people to see who they are.
Man.
If you can't see you,
yeah,
I can't force you to see you.
I can't. One thing about me, I'm a person who, if I can dish it out, I can take it. I don't like no yes men around me. I don't need no yes men around me. Tell me what the fuck is going on. Keep it real with me, even if it might be hard. Because at the end of the day, I can appreciate you for that, because people don't give a fuck. They don't. And when everybody goes to sleep, everybody going to sleep with their own damn problems on their mind. They don't give a damn about you. I'm just trying to be a genuine person to you. And at the end of the day, when people show you who they are, you got to believe them, no matter how much it may hurt you.
It's so hard.
And that goes with relationships, friendships, family, anything.
All right, Tara, go ahead and take this.
I do agree with this. I think accountability is a lot harder than people think it is. There are so many people who think that they are accountable, and if you spend enough time with them, you're like, no, you're not. So I knew someone that I used to be cool with who, when I gave them the reason as to why I didn't want them in my life anymore, instead of them trying to take that in and understanding that that was my perspective and that was my experience, they tried to throw all this crazy stuff back at me as for why I didn't want to be friends with them and deny their toxicity and all of that stuff. And that's when I realized I'm not arguing with somebody who is refusing to be accountable, to look at the situation and say, yeah, okay, this is where I messed up. And regardless of whether you agree with me or not, if I just told you I want you in my life, just move on. I don't have to tell you why, but I was nice enough to. And if it doesn't work for me anymore, respect that. But I just think that people out here, something just makes they, wee-wees fall off or something when it comes to taking a look at themselves in the mirror and saying, this is my part in it. For women, I don't know if we think, your titties gonna fall and hit the ground as soon as you admit to it or what, but something catastrophic makes people come out of character enough to say, I'm gonna blame everything on you. I was completely perfect, and then spread that about you. I think we use accountability so much, but I really don't know that people know what it means. You saying, yes, I'm going to be accountable once you cornered or once you're in trouble or once a motherfucker to leave you does not mean that you truly, genuinely get it. And you're going to turn around and do the same stuff again. So for me, I agree with everything that they said. If you can't be genuine with me, tell me straight up front what type of person you are. When I get mad, I do this. I know it's not right, but I'm working on it. If I love you, I'm like this. Guide me so I know how to deal with you. And then when we messed up, let's be honest. Let's be open. Let's not blame each other. As a matter of fact, this is one thing Flan does. If we have a disagreement about something, he will come to me and be like, I'm sorry for my part in this, when I said this, when I did this, or when I thought this. Right. And to me, that was astonishing, because he didn't go, yesterday you had me fucked up when you said so-and-so, so-and-so. He enters the equation, the conversation with, I'm sorry for what I did. I thought about this, I replayed it, and here's my part. And I know that he's expecting me to follow up and I won't say that. I don't think he's expecting me to, but he appreciates the hell out of it when I do. When I stand in and I say, I appreciate that. Thank you for apologizing. And I'm sorry for my part. This is why I did it. But in listening to you, I understand where you were coming from. And I will try to move in a way to the next time we argue that I realize my man loves me. He's not attacking me. So even if I'm taking it that way, I have to understand, step back out your emotions, look at this logically, and have this conversation. I don't think enough of us know how to do that.
That's a good ass thing right there.
All right, Ricky.
That's dope. It's only one person in my life I could ever be like that with, and he ain't going nowhere. Just saying, I've only. This is just me. I've only could be authentically accountable and emotional with one person in my life, like ever. As far as a male is concerned, it's only one person that I'm comfortable with like that. He knows everything. I've told him about me dating other dudes, like he knows everything. It's only one person like that. With that, since that is the only person that I can be like that with, I value that, and I love the fact that he's not biased. And not only do he make me be accountable for stuff, he gives me a different perspective of how I look at things. Now, I know a lot of people be like, oh my God, she act like a nigga, she think like a nigga, she talk like a dude. True. All of that is 100% true. But with him, I don't have to be anything other than myself. And when I say, they're not leaving you, baby, it's okay. 2 more steps. When I say that being accountable is a hard thing for most people to do, it was hard for me to do because I was like, nah, you got me fucked up because I only did this because you did that. I wasn't really being accountable. I was still placing the blame on somebody else. And then I had to realize, like, oh, wait a minute. No, just talk about what you did. He's also the person that taught me to not bring up what the fuck else is going on. Because I was one of them people that harbor shit. And when I say I harbor shit, like I might not even tell you what's going on with me. But as soon as some shit pop off, I'm ready. I got a list. If nigga on September 9th, 1963, you did this. I was ready. I had to learn that wasn't the time for that. If he was coming to me about something, that was his opportunity to discuss whatever the hell he was talking about. Not for me to voice all of my issues that I never said nothing about. So I had to learn how to be accountable.
Lord, amen.
Present in whatever I'm going through and not to harbor it, because I was definitely one of the people that did it. So it took a long time and a lot of work and still in therapy for a lot of this shit. So like, I do still think and act like a dude because like it's in me.
Clara says she keeps receipts. LOL.
Clocky. I do. I really do. But I don't use them against people. So if I don't address something that's bothering me, the moment that is bothering me, or like very soon after, I won't sit there and bring it up like, hey, you did this to me. If I ain't said nothing about it, it really didn't bother me to the extent that I need to keep holding on to it. So I learned how to let this shit go. But don't think that I forgot, because I'm definitely gonna clock your ass on it. I'd be like, hold on, wait a minute, because we went through this before, because you're doing it again. And once I address it and you apologize for it, then I expect change behavior behind it.
Absolutely.
Don't apologize to me if you don't mean it and you're gonna change the behavior, because the apology now means shit.
Absolutely.
So being accountable, I had to be accountable with myself first. So I wholeheartedly understood that if I can't be real with me, I can't be real with nobody. And that's the reason why I said last week, change the story that you've been telling yourself. Because if you can't tell yourself the truth, you ain't finna tell nobody the truth.
Yeah.
If you lying to yourself, you lying to everybody. You don't even know who you are. So how the hell you gonna be out here trying to present yourself to somebody else when you don't even know?
And even though Ricky was up here talking, gave an excellent answer for that video, let's not miss the little gem she dropped. When somebody that you with brings their pains and hurts to you, that is not your time to bring up your hurt and pains. Listen to them and fix that. Then you can bring your stuff up. I swear, people don't learn.
At a different time. You can't bring us during that period at all.
Exactly. I don't care if it's a week, a month, maybe the next day, but when everything is settled, that is when you do it, not in that time. Because all y'all gonna do is fight. Because you're gonna feel like they not listening, they don't care, and they gonna just don't do it, y'all. Please, Jesus.
Like they said, Ricky is almost Pisces season.
Clocky. I'm officially accepting gifts starting January 28th for Pisces season. I accept gifts the entire month. Even though my official birthday will not be here in February, I'm expecting a gift from each one of you motherfuckers.
All right. Clara said, Lacey, send me that clip. I got you. Go ahead, Stacy. You on mute.
Need to take accountability at one time. because I hated just doing it. We're just gonna be honest. I just always felt like it wasn't me, even though I knew it was me sometimes, But I learned to do that, and I feel good about it, And I really had to look and see, like, why was I so aggressive or so harsh? And I realized, y'all, that I'm really a soft person, I am, but I had to raise boys, you know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of be a little hard, you know what I'm saying, or a little more aggressive. And I feel like I kind of brought that into like my relationship as well, But I don't know. I just feel like, even like, okay, so I'm gonna just tell y'all something. Okay, so even with Lacey, I told him, I said, listen, even when I get mad, so I'm letting you know, look, if I get mad, don't just be holding a grudge and not talk to me and stuff. Because sometimes when you get mad at somebody, you like don't want to talk to them, don't call them, you play the craziness. And I really don't like going to bed mad at anybody, for real. So I say, look, if I'm mad, look, just still be like, okay, girl, whatever. Here, let's talk, whatever. Just like bypass that until like we can figure out, or sometimes I think it's almost like that Gemini that, red or blue. Is you cool or is you hot? I don't know. So I have to kind of still figure that out. I'm working through some things, but I do take accountability for my actions, and I don't care about anybody else's actions. Whatever they do, they're going to have to help for that. You know what I'm saying? So I tend not to let things stress me out. If they're doing something, then hey, God, I got to answer to God. That's on them. I'm not going to let that, change my life or stress me out. It is, because what's done in the dark is always going to come to light, and I'm going to be great. I'm going to be great over here. As long as I'm doing right or focused on me, I'm going to be all right. So that's what I learned. And I'm good. I take accountability now. Yep, I did it. That part.
Hey, Tone Bone.
Sometimes, it just be hard for people to look in the mirror. Like it's just difficult to look in the mirror and really explain to yourself what you are. Like going back to what I just said earlier, the hardest fight I had ever had to fight was against myself. Accountability requires that, being open minded, being able to see things outside of your perspective. Like you have to, as an adult, like as a responsible adult, you got to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes. You have to, because you're gonna want somebody to put themselves in your shoes when it comes to certain situations. You know, um, it's about being a respectable person, a decent human being. Accountability. It's a responsible thing. So not everybody get it, because not everybody is responsible with life. Some people just are like emotionally immature, and you want to use different things to, oh well, I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been through this. You gotta grow up. You gotta really look in the mirror and deal with self before you deal with anything else. And a lot of times, if you can't love or respect yourself to a certain level, you can't do that with anybody else. You can't be accountable with yourself. You can't be accountable with anything else. So, you really just gotta do that self work, that shadow work or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And real quick to add on to something else before we move on, or Lacey, I think you might still have to go. Accountability also goes hand in hand with forgiveness. Because see, a lot of people don't want to be accountable because you have to admit that you did something wrong as a mother or as a lover or as a confidant or as a friend. And that is hard to say, I messed up, I hurt my grandmother, I messed up, I disappointed my child, or I didn't show up again or something. So you have to be willing to acknowledge you did it and forgive yourself, and understand that you can't control whether others forgive you, but you can do that penance, you can make amends, or at least try. But I think that's another thing too, people's fear of admitting they did something wrong and their inability to forgive themselves and their fear that other people won't forgive them. I think it all plays a part.
And especially if it's complete, like repeat. Like they keep on doing it. It's on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
So then you gotta also think about that though. You can't keep on repeating them same wrong actions, because you're not only answering to yourself, but you answer to God too. You know what I'm saying, or whoever you're hurting. So it's not fair to have somebody to forgive you over and over over for the same actions. You know, slap in the face.
So yeah, one thing I hate that they said on the video is yes men. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel well, if a person have a lot of yes men and they will never ever be able to accept accountability because they will always be like, oh yes, this person, you know, like they'll never see themselves doing wrong. That's like one of the reasons like me and Louis had a lot of time. I respect Louis a lot. Like, you know, he like thinks rational. You know what I'm saying? Like we done had a lot of talk and he ain't never been like a follow the leader type. You know, I done witnessed a lot of follow the leader type of people or who don't think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I feel if you have like yes men and you're just telling you right, you this all the time, you're never going to look at yourself and hold yourself accountable for anything because you just gonna always think you're right. And if you surround yourself with those people around you, then it's very they dangerous to you. Because if you don't got no person in your life who's gonna tell you the real about you, then you know what I'm saying, you just gonna keep being in that same mode and you're never gonna grow. So all right, Louis.
Yeah,
You go.
Yeah, so you know, I honestly I don't think most people even understand the word accountability. I think people just use that word and kind of just think that they know what it means, but really don't know what it means. So I'm gonna break it down and give you the true meaning of accountability. People think accountability is just accounting all the wrong that you done did. That's why most people don't want to take it, right? But accountability is just really another word for transparency, and that's the word I've been working on. But when I use transparency, I'm using it like everybody say, "Oh, I just want somebody to be accountable. Oh, I just want somebody to be accountable." But as soon as they be accountable and tell your ass the truth, then you flip out, you turn on them. It's over with. So
Yep.
it's like going to the judge and tell the judge, "Yeah, judge, I just murdered this person. Please don't punish me." It's like, hell no, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. It's over with, right? So if you're gonna ask a person for accountability, like Tara said, you have to be willing to forgive this person or have an open mind, open heart to forgive this person. If you truly love this person and you want to move forward with this person, you're saying, listen, all I need is accountability from you. That way we can work on this and move forward. The first time this person tell you something that you don't like and you flip off the handle while you leave, you'll never get accountability. You will never get it. So people be saying that, oh, well, I want a man that's accountable. I want a man that's accountable. I want a man that's accountable. And then he like, okay, I really want to move forward. I fucked up. So I'm gonna just be accountable and just tell her I cheated on her, right? Just hypothetically speaking, right? And then I tell you I cheated on you. Now I'm all type of bitch ass nigga. You done left me and everything else. You fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well just lie to you and not told you in the first place. Because now I just told you and it ruined my whole life. Everything that I really wanted, I fucked up. I told you I fucked up. But that wasn't enough for you to be able to forgive me and tell me, hey, okay, baby, you love me. You told me the truth. Okay, baby, we're going to work through this. I'm not going to get that response from you. So why would I tell you something that's going to ruin my life? So when people asking for this stuff, I think that they really need to be like, do you really want to know the truth, or are you really ready for accountability? Like, I think people really need to like ask themselves that, because the reason that nobody gets accountability no more in this world is because everybody know as soon as they tell a person whatever they finna tell a person, everything is finna change. So I think we need to get better at having forgiving hearts and being transparent and understanding, and instead of just moving in a way on the person, actually listen to that person and actually hear why that person did what they did.
Louis, just because you tell me the truth don't mean that I gotta stay with you for your bullshit.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I say we need to be more open. Yeah,
That was a wind tunnel.
Hey, Louis, Flanagan said, cheating ruin your life, not confessing. I was with you until that.
Yeah, no, you're not. I think you don't get what I'm saying. Like, most people, they say, okay, I want accountability, right? So basically what you're saying is you want a person to come and be honest and truthful about whatever they did, and you saying that you want to have the ability to work through it with the person, right? So if I have experiences of telling people whatever flaws that I have, I come in the door, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm pretty sure you're gonna make mistakes. you know, I'm a work in progress, but I'm in the fight. I'm trying, right? I really want this, right? And I mess up, whatever it is. It ain't gotta be cheating. It could just it could be anything, right? And I come and I say, hey, listen, I want to be transparent with you. I want to be honest. I want to take accountability. I'm sorry for this. And then I tell you, and then the whole dynamic of it ain't even got to be something that break us up, but it changed the whole dynamic of what we building. Then it's like, why would I go in if that break up? Why would I go in a next relationship and be honest about any flaw that I made? It's gonna make me shield things, and that's what people do.
Well, you know what? That shouldn't make you shield, because you, like what Ricky was saying, I understood what she meant. If I ask for accountability, that's not the same as me saying, and I'll work through you with it. I just want you to tell me. And if you say something egregious, I'm out. And maybe you won't do that to the next girl. But I definitely don't have to stay with you just because I'm asking for honesty. Some stuff I can't come back from. Like me, if you cheat on me, we're done. I want you to tell me. I want us to like amicably split. And I want you to never do that to the next woman. I want you to never do that to the next woman. But yeah, we done.
Hey, that's why most men, that's why you're gonna have to go through probably a year or two before you find out for you. And then by the time then he already made another situation out. Because most men know that. And it's not right. Is it right? No. But they know that that's what a woman hang their relationship on. So he is not gonna tell you that. So you know, like it's just never gonna happen. And most men are not gonna not have just one woman for the rest of their life. So they're not gonna tell you that. So I'm just being honest with you. This is what most men.
You think most men cheat?
Oh hell yeah! What the hell?
Wow.
I'm
That
just
is
being
very
honest with
sad
you.
for us women.
Listen, they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. Most men gonna do that unless he find his person. When he find his person, he probably can fight it a little bit, but it's in his nature to be attracted to multiple women. That's not like it's a choice that he's making to not do that, but his nature is attracted to multiple women. That's how men is wired. Now, whether he act on it or not is on him. But the way his nature is, that's how his nature is wired.
I just hope that my man wake up every day and choose me every day instead of choosing all this other stuff out
That's
here.
right. That's right. That's what your job is, to make sure he do that.
Hey, Flanagan said, mistakes have consequences. That doesn't mean you don't need to be accountable.
Facts. Be accountable. And if you're losing, you're losing.
Teresa said being accountable doesn't mean you don't reap what you sow. And yes, I want accountability because then I have the choice to deal with whatever you're holding yourself accountable for.
That's in an ideal utopian world, most definitely. But that ain't the world that we live in. So y'all can say all that
ideal
bullshit
utopian world.
Because if that's the case, everybody will be happily ever after, and we'll be living in the world. We gotta learn how to work with each other and where each other's at. See, everybody coming into this space with all these ideas or these standards and this, oh, he this and he this. You can't listen. If you find somebody that you really like and you love, you got to work through them with that bullshit. Females, because it's a lot of crazy, fucked up ass women out here that stress you the fuck out, that nag, that do all the above, and they want you, like the man say, they want you with all this shit over here, but they doing all this. So you got to work with the woman got to work with the man, or nobody gonna have love. When you think about love, when you look at your grandma, your grandpa, they've been together probably 30, 40 years. They done been together through probably the woman cheating, the nigga cheating, having babies, everything else. They work through it. That's real love. So y'all can say all that. Oh, first time a nigga do this, I'm out of here. Like that. First time your kid.
If real love is you staying because he cheat, I don't want it.
No. Real love is that if he mess up and he admit and he take accountability, then if he really wants you, y'all work on whatever y'all have, vice versa, anything. You don't just run out on a person that you say you love just because they messed up. That ain't love to me. That's to me.
I won't run out on you because you messed up. I will run out on you if you cheat.
Teresa said, and instead of the option of just not holding yourself accountable in the future, why not just not do the action that you had to hold yourself accountable for?
Don't cheat. Absolutely.
All right. Tone, did you go? I forget.
He did, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody
talking about motherfucker being accountable and shit, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about that shit.
Hold on. Next topic, it says, stop sitting at the table where they speak ill about others, because when you get up, you are the next topic of discussion. Your thoughts.
Who said
Your thoughts. Go ahead, Tabra, take it.
Hey, word up. Let me tell you something. And I've talked about this in several ways. People who sit around and down and dog, especially when you grown, I will listen. I don't know to sit around and just choose to sit there and badmouth and pile up on someone when they're not present is mad crazy to me. I can respect the person who gets mad at a person and maybe they're talking to their spouse or they're talking to their person and they're like, "Ooh, this bitch just made me so mad." But it's when gangs of people get together and that's what they do. None of you should trust each other because if you sit there and dog one person, you'll do it to each other. You'll do it to anybody else. And again, if you are a friend to someone and you will sit in a room with somebody who will dog them out, you are a worthless piece of shit. Let me tell you something. Nobody that I'm friends with, no person alive will walk up to me knowing I'm friends with this person and feel comfortable dogging them out to me. Because anybody who knows me knows I'm going to go hold that thought. Let me call her real quick. Let me call them real quick. Put them on the speakerphone because I need you to tell them how much you hate them. Why are you telling me how much you hate my best friend? So let's get it out in the open and be real with each other. And I get it. You need a person to vent to. I'm not saying you can't, you and your best friend, me and my best friend, boy, we talk about our coworkers room like all the time. But it's when you need a whole committee of mofos and y'all do it 3 times a week. What the fuck is wrong with you? I love this saying. So 100%. We need to be accountable to your actions as an adult. Certain things just aren't cute, especially when you get to a particular age. Just hash it out with that person or never talk to them. But that kind of stuff makes me weird. I'm like, it's weird to me. It's like, why? Who can trust you when this is how you move? Because if you do this to anybody, what'll stop you from doing it to me, your mama, your daddy, your son, when you get mad? That's just who you are, right? Fuck out of here. I can't do it.
And they said, talk that shit. And then Clara said, that's me. Go ahead, Stacey.
I think I spoke on this last week. I said, listen, when you have friends that don't have other friends, it's because they out there like not being a good friend. You hear me? So just imagine if they're talking bad about somebody, what they're saying about you. You got me. You feel it goes like that. So if they out here not having friends because they speaking ill will or bad about them, just imagine what they doing to you. So it's listen, don't be around negative people and don't be around people that's speaking bad about people because of course they are speaking bad about you. Okay? Maybe not in your face, but behind your back, of course. So I think this is true. Like this statement or whoever sent this in, this is what's up. Because if they sitting around the table talking about somebody else, believe me, you the next one to be talked about. And it's so crazy to me, especially why are we being hated on so much? You know, what else can you talk about that could make you greater? You know, it's so crazy. Like go get something to do or boss up yourself, you know? It's like, are you jealous? Or you want my type of life? What is it? You know, figure out yourself, do good for yourself and start being a more positive, good person, you know? Love, I think a lot of people are missing loving themselves, you know, and that's why they're so miserable or something. I don't know. And just like you guys spoke on, yes, people, whatever, or you need an audience. I think a lot of people look for that, especially when like they don't have people, you know, or if they don't have friends to be around and stuff, they are gaining these yes men and all that, and when they don't need it, like just level yourself up and stop being so, what do I want to say, imperfect. Like, come on, y'all. Like, just stop. For 2025, get better, do better, and get those type of people out your life, you know? I mean, I just went through some craziness with the people that were, you know, false friends and things. Like, I had to remove them straight up, and that's what it is. And if that's what you have to do, I mean, whether it be friends, family members, whatever type of relationships that were hindering you from being you, hey, you gotta delete, hit the delete button. That part.
All right, Clara says miserable. I'm quick to say call them and tell them. And she said, I can't stand it. And she said, I've cut off every damn body I'm all about energy. As soon as they start talking, I get up and leave. Period.
That's right.
Let me get my spiel. And yeah, man, that's why I remove people out my life. Once I feel like you are don't bring any value, I feel you talking about be behind my back. I like to remove myself so it won't give you that chance. It won't give you that chance to put me in any situations ever again. You know, like. And I love living rent free in people's head, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't give people like two thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like it be like I have a TV show, like a Let's Talk About Lacey show every single day, you know. And people don't realize like I do not give two fucks about like I keep my life pushing. Once I remove people out of my life, I just keep it pushing. Like I don't have to talk about people out their back. I don't keep nothing going on. And I just let people do what they do. But it's crazy, like you know, I've never been there. I wonder how it feels to just wake up all the time and just be like, all right, let's talk about this person. Just gang on this person, you know. So it's just crazy to me. But I just always like once I just feel that energy, I just remove myself from the situation. Like I protect my peace. Don't let nobody bother me. I just keep it pushing. So just live rent free in people's head, I guess. So, but go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, man. I don't even really mess with people on that type of level. For people really to, you know, to really even can pick me apart like that. Like if they saying something behind my back, it's just because it's some hate. Because I don't get nothing off doing people a certain type of way. So ain't nobody should have nothing to say about me behind my back. But that's what people do. I
Do
mean,
it anyway.
people gonna do that just because, you know, a lot of times people they ain't happy with themselves and they ain't self-sufficient. Because if you really about something, you really making moves and you really doing things, you ain't got no time to be sitting there talking about somebody. If you do got time to talk about somebody, it's because this person is altering something that's going on about your livelihood or what you got going on. You, hey, look, we got to get this dude out the midst type shit.
Right.
Because other than that, it ain't no reason to have a conversation about no another man or no another woman. You know, that's to me, that's what women do. Like,
Right.
and
That
like
part.
women do that. Like that,
That is
like
my
women
song.
sit around and gossip about things and that. Men, like we action, we more movers and shakers. We more to make things happen. So we don't really like that's lame. Like that's some woman stuff. If 9 times out of 10, most dudes that do that was raised by women and didn't have men around. Because if they did, a man would probably slap them in their mouth and tell them to shut up and mind your business. And that ain't what men do. So you know.
Right.
You got to understand, like, it's a difference. You know, a man a problem solver. He ain't the one that cause chaos. So he more of thinking about a solution to the problem. He not trying to cause the problem. A woman is the one that's gonna sit there and harp on things and be in her emotions about it. So if you see a man like that, then you need to get the hell away from him.
Yep.
I just feel overall, if you ain't got nothing good to say about a person, don't say nothing at all. Why are you so miserable? Go get a life. Like people really, it's so much more to do and be. Go do it.
Clara said, I guess when I was talking, she said, that's me, Lacey G. Saunders Turner, real talk. Talk real shit. Clara said, facts. And Nene said, I hang out with 2 females and 1 gay male at work. We talk shit about everything, but we say it to them, not behind their back. So the next person can't say, oh, they said this or that. Go ahead, Tone Bone.
I don't deal in messy business anyway. You hear me? That shit like beneath me. You hear me? I got too much shit going on in life and too many things to be worried about. Like, look, they say people with paper be discussing ideas. Broke people discuss other people.
That part.
Hey,
I love it.
Real shit, talking shit.
yeah, I've heard that before. Absolutely.
Hey, straight the fuck up. I ain't got time to be thinking about what people doing, what they got going. You never know nobody's life or whatever the fuck going on. So
Yeah.
unless you're in their shoes or whatever they got going, then who the fuck are you to speak about it? Because I promise you, you got some shit going that somebody else wouldn't do or look down on as well.
Facts.
So,
And be
but
careful, because karma's a bitch. Straight up.
That
You
that
know,
part
like what
right.
Lacey said when he said, you know, he likes to be zen. The last time someone did that to me, somebody I thought I was really, really cool with this guy, he lied on me and said that I approached him in a sexual manner, which I have never had the balls to do in my life. And I was so pissed at first that I snapped. Everybody saw me snap. He didn't respond. But the thing for me was to call him afterwards. And I said, you told
I
me
ain't
your
see
mom,
shit.
you told me, I said, you told me your mom died. Let me ask you a question. If your mom's spirit can still see you today, and she was watching what you just did and what you put out there about me, she was there. She knows it's a lie too. Would your mama be proud of what you just did to a Black woman? He denied it, said he never said it, and was like, I would never do you like that. I knew he was lying because the people who came and told me, he said it would never lie to me. We talking about 20 plus year friendships. Stop playing with me. And I thought to myself, I'm so proud of myself that I handled it that way instead of going off on him or calling a cousin or a brother to go handle him, because I had to hit you with some real shit. Would your mother respect you or be proud of you if she could see what you just did?
And that's
And
good.
then when you can't tell me that you did it, I know you feel bad. And move on. We don't have to have no altercation. Ain't got to get violent, got to get nothing. I'm standing my truth, and I know to never fuck with you again. For real, for real.
It hurt them when you don't go back and forth or get in that mud slinger with them. You know what I'm saying?
And I wanted to. I promise you, with everything in there, I wanted to.
It hurts
But
them
it wasn't
more.
worth it.
It hurts them more when you keep it pushing and ignore them. You know what I'm saying?
But here the thing is though. Here the thing. People, misery loves company.
Yeah.
Hurt people. We know these statements. Sometimes people overcompensated it. Some people just like creating shit just to create topics because motherfuckers don't like talking to them or dealing with them in real life. People just may be lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever reason, people just be doing whatever they're doing. But like,
Well, if you lonely,
but
don't do that.
hold on though. But at some point, whenever we was trying to befriend these people, they showed us who they were, but we overlooked it. So we gotta look in the mirror and blame ourselves for allowing them type of people to be around us to play with us, to dictate a certain way we feel anyway. Because
Absolutely.
we seen the bullshit out the gate, but we chose to, I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt. Like motherfuckers be 30,000 years old with one or two friends. Not everybody just not socially awkward or not fuck with people. Some people just can't fuck with people. Some people have done too many things in life or too many people and they alone or they isolated. You gotta really know why people are what the fuck they are. And me personally, I just ain't got time to look into it. If your vibe off, nigga, if I feel like you a creep, you a creep. I ain't even finna investigate the fucking vibe, nigga. I feel that shit. You a fucking creep, get the
Claudica
fuck
said
away
facts,
from me.
Cone.
Get the fuck away from me, nigga. I feel it on you, nigga. Like, straight the fuck up. The same way I wouldn't invite, nigga, a dope fiend to a party with me, nigga. No, we ain't on the same level. You get what I'm saying? We gotta really self-analyze ourselves to where if we around people that speak like this, why the fuck is our spirit around in it? Like, why am I associated with this shit if
Right.
this ain't me?
Because it should push away from each other.
That's why I say shit like that beneath me. Not like I'm above somebody, but I'm above that type of mindset. That's for fucking sure.
And I agree. It's like when people show you who they are, like the first time, really don't overlook that shit. No, that's them. Even though if they try to come back, to you or whatever. No, don't forget what they've done. Don't overlook stuff. Yeah.
All right, Ricky, before you go, Ricky, let's read this comment. Teresa said, we are just too grown for the unnecessary drama. Why create problems and enemies? People don't realize that they could be stepping on their own blessings, doing wrong to people they are envious of.
That part.
Go ahead, Ricky. Ooh, that was deep.
Yep.
Okay, so I agree with what they were saying, but listen, I wholeheartedly, if I say it behind your back, I say it to your fucking face because that's just how I am. Everybody get talked about equally. I talk about my grandmama, she dead, my daddy, and listen, if people pressed about what people say, then you got some other issues too, because first off, they still talking about Jesus, and that man been dead for 79,432 years. I'm just saying, people gonna talk about you whether you're doing good, bad, dead, alive, or indifferent.
Why ignore me?
They're gonna always talk about you. But I am that person where I will say it to your face. It ain't never, ever, ever that deep for me to say something behind a person back that I wouldn't say to their face. My only thing is, if you're gonna say something that I said, actually say what the fuck I said, because I'm gonna call you out on it, and I'm gonna be like, this is what I said, and I say I didn't fucking say it.
That part.
I'm very authentic in what I say, and I'm gonna stand on that shit in Chanel boots. I ain't got no Chanel boots, but I got some Coach ones. So I'm gonna stand on that shit in some Coach boots or some Ugg boots. But I just want y'all to know that whatever the fuck I said, and I'ma stand on it. And I come from a family of Jonah, so everybody get talked about equally. We don't give a fuck who it is, kids included. Hey, look, ain't nobody safe. I got a whole video. I went around the family reunion flaming everybody. I mean, everybody. Mama, daddy, cousin, sister, people with one leg, two legs. It didn't make no difference. Everybody got talked about.
But that's the difference, though, Ricky.
Yeah, Rick. I think we talk about maliciousness, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
get it.
lying,
I'm just
just outright
saying.
lying.
I'm just saying some people take that and they'll be like, oh, well, she said such and such, and they will make it into something malicious when that wasn't the intent to begin with. So my
Yeah.
whole thing with it is just say what the fuck I said. I don't care about none of that other stuff that you're talking about. And that's the reason why I know for me, I can't say certain shit around certain people because they're going to twist what I say and turn it into something I didn't say. And wordplay is every fucking thing. And if I said that your mama was ugly and she was ugly that day, your fucking mama was ugly that day. That's just what it was. Listen, everybody ain't cute all the time, and I'm not saying that to throw shots at nobody because I don't know y'all mamas like that, but I'm just saying everybody ain't always cute. There's some days where I'm toe up from the flow up. Shit, I talk about my damn self. This is the reason why I be saying this. Sometimes my face be looking long as shit. It's okay, because you know what? I talk about everybody equally. Nobody's excluded. I got a cousin with cerebral palsy, one leg longer than the other one. You think she didn't get the business too? Everybody gets it equally.
My God.
Nobody's excluded. And if you pressed, and I hate to say this, if you are so pressed about what everybody says about you, you will never be happy in life. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you're too worried about what everybody else fucking thinks.
Facts.
Yeah.
Learn to think for yourself, because regardless of what they say, it ain't gonna change who the fuck you are.
Facts.
Character. Yes, yes, yes.
That's why I keep it
Also, too,
pushing.
It's
remember
not gonna
this.
change who you are.
That's why I keep
Hey, listen,
She hype.
do you know how many times they called Whitney Houston a crackhead? That lady didn't stop singing. She got her crackhead ass up there and did what she needed to do.
Facts. Talk that Whitney Houston crack
I
shit.
was just using her as an example because I just think the lady that looked like
But she
Whitney
was a
Houston.
crackhead though.
But
I'm
also,
just
too,
saying.
along what you said, Ricky, if you gonna tell what somebody else said, make sure you tell what you said too.
I don't give a
But
fuck if you tell what. I
that's
don't
like you
even
can't
care
be.
if you tell. I don't care if you tell what you said. If you're gonna repeat what I said, make sure it's what I actually said. What you said is irrelevant to me. But if you're gonna go trying to tell a motherfucker some shit that I said, make sure you say it verbatim and say it like how I said it. That's all I care about.
How about why even have the conversation with said person? They just have the conversation with the topic of the conversation.
If
Like
that
talk
person
to the
is
person of the
unavailable and
topic.
it's the
Like to
topic
where
of the conversation, then we're gonna have a conversation.
don't speak about Ed to Tom. Speak about Ed to Ed. Tom
I
shouldn't
would
even know
speak
what the
about
fuck you
Ed
and
to
Ed
Ed,
got going
Ed to
on.
Tom, Ed to Mary, Ed to Harry.
And
I
see
wouldn't
that
give a
that
flying
that see
hell
that
who
see
it
that
was. It will
that
be
low level shit.
universal
You
though. I
can't be
would
doing that
not
shit,
say
man.
anything about somebody that I wouldn't say to their face.
This shit
But
is
that's what I'm
hilarious.
saying. So just say it to their face and don't say no other time.
Let me read this comment.
Ed wasn't available and we was having a conversation and he was brought up. So I'm gonna talk about Ed ass.
It says two
Yeah,
stories.
that's just messy business, cuz.
Mary and Harry.
Felicia said it's the negative talk to intentionally tarnish or defame someone while smiling in their face that gets me. Just be real and stand on it, like Ricky said.
That part, like when you know you envious of that person and you in their face and you just it just does something. It just does. It's not right. Like for real, you feel like anyway.
It's kind of
They should be
creepy.
like going around and speaking. It's like if I go behind your back speaking, it's like I'm trying to recruit an army against you, get
Fact.
people to agree with me against you.
Yeah.
That's some scary shit. Get your bitch ass on. Come talk to me.
That's what cowards be doing out here, man.
All right, man.
I get where y'all going with it. We're gonna go to the next one because we'll be on it all day.
Nah,
We
we
go
ain't talking
our
about you.
final segment. Overtime. Hey man, we had a great show. We finna go to our Speak the Truth segment. Y'all know where everybody get their issues off individually. So
can I go first?
This is Justin. We have a breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next on UnCensor, the Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of Souldier, Miss Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tonbon, Ricky, and Gateway Louie takes center stage as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
All right, Ricky, I heard you want to go first, but go ahead.
Look, my advice is gonna forever always be the same to everyone. Love on people, because you never know when it's gonna be their last day, or you don't know how much time you got left. So love on people while they here. Make that shit work. It ain't nothing out here. So stay faithful in y'all relationships, situationships, engagements, whatever it is. And if that's the person you truly want, then do right by them. Just do right by people, period. If everybody do right, then you ain't got to worry about doing wrong. You ain't gonna have to worry about being accountable for being a cheater. Life too short. Change the story that you've been telling yourself. It's 2025. We ain't on that mess.
All right, let the people know where they can find you, and you got to
They can't find me right now. I'm out. But the other thing is,
I can find you.
Stacey, just because you seen me, don't be telling people, okay? Hey, look, I did get invited to y'all Super Bowl party down there too. They like, yeah, come on. Hey, they can't cook either. But y'all can find me. I got some stuff coming up. I got a lot of trips coming, so I'm gonna be out of here. And I think that I'm finna open up a new aspect of my life, because I'm really, really good at fixing other people's problems. I don't know why I'm that good at it, but I'm really good at fixing other people's problems. So I think I'm finna tap into that a little better with helping people get their shit together.
But ain't there something you can fix other people's problems, but you can't fix yours? What?
Hey, listen. First off, my problem's fixed too. I got my man back.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all over Ricky, you're talking for 30 minutes.
I got my man back. Nah, I'm just playing. But listen, look, life too short. Love on people while they here. But go ahead. I got to get up off of here. Y'all be easy. All right.
Boom.
The one thing I want people to do understand, like understanding and respect for that which you may not understand. It's okay to have a different thought process, a different perspective from other people. That's why the fuck we made everybody supposed to be different. If the world was full of views, then what excitement would the fuck would that be? Everybody got a different perspective. Everybody got a different place in life. Everybody got a different mindset. Just because something may not be right in your mindset, don't mean that it's wrong in another one. Like, you got to be more understanding of situations. You learn how to think outside you. Until you learn how to do that, then you you probably won't never elevate in life. You'll be stuck in the same mindset. And me personally, I just feel like a person that's content with wherever the fuck they at in life is, a person that's ready to die. You should always be willing to learn and willing to expand your mind into different topics and different subjects. The world is way more than just your feelings and emotions. Once you open your mind up to different things, you would understand that. It's kind of funny because people be on this woke spiritual shit, but they don't even understand their own emotions and how it's just a feel. But such is life.
Hey, let them know where they can find you. You got anything covered up?
Yeah, I'm all on YouTube, Tone Bone with the E and Tone Bone with the 3. I got battles coming up. I got a couple projects coming up. We got the Drugs and Emotions. We got the Refocus finna get dropped. And we got Don't Forget the 3 coming out too. And I got a couple more battles finna come up. I'm working, so just follow me at Tone Bone on everything. And don't forget the 3.
Hey, Tara.
I would like to say, for 2025, forgive yourself. We've all made mistakes. We've been petty. We've been childish. We've thrown temper tantrums. We're human. Forgive yourself and forgive everybody else and give them a clean slate. Start believing people the first time they show you who they are. If it's not for you, remove yourself. I think the most important bit of news from tonight is replay this episode for all the gems that Tone Bone dropped, because brother was on fire tonight, 100%. So let's go back and replay that, catch the Holy Ghost a couple of times. And you can
Thank you,
find me.
Tara.
You can find me on my wonderful podcast called One Man and One Woman, the podcast on all streaming platforms. Of course, you can always find me on YouTube, Opinionated Sense, and Instagram, Opinionated_sense. Have a great week and be safe, everybody.
All right, Stacey.
Really? No. Oh wow, the show is ending. I'm not excited about that. I enjoyed tonight's show, but okay. So, what can I say? I didn't have. There we go. When things seem so hard to bear, you guys just don't give up. Go harder, because listen, in the end, when you win, you reap the, and that's the best feeling ever. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so keep at the fight. You know, go harder at it. But me, I'm going to be on the radio station WTW Radio Vision. We're streaming live.
You're breaking it. Yeah, I think you might have froze.
Oh no! Hello.
Oh,
I'm here.
there you go.
I'll tell you my hours and show times. I'm looking for guests. I'm looking for people like artists who write about relationships. I'm looking for people that are dealing with relationships, or even single people to come or be a guest on the show, so I can talk with you guys, because it's all about Miss Busy Boss and relationship talk. Yeah, I'm so excited. 2025, looking up. Let's get it. That part.
All right, Louis.
What it do, man? It's Gateway Lou, man. Louis, y'all already know, man. Real gangster love. I just want to say, when you get in law, which is love and wisdom, you can't look at the messenger, man. You got to take in what's being said. A lot of times when I'm giving what I'm giving, it's not just it's overall general perspective of my assessment. But to leave everybody with something, my main thing, if you never knew nothing else about me, is keep your nouns in check. People, places, and things. The people you deal with, the places that you be, and the things that you do. I feel like you do that, 99.9% of your problems is already solved. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you learn in education is nouns. And you should keep that in perspective when you're moving through life, because if you don't keep your nouns in check, then you lost. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Gateway Lewis like St. Louis, Gateway like the gateway at the east to the west. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Hey, yo, man, listen, my advice for y'all today is something like what we even talked about earlier. Like, do not let others affect you. Like, stop caring what other people think about you. Like they said, they talked about Jesus, period. And he still, he still was pushing. So still push forward. Do not give people the satisfaction to let they know that they're getting to you. Like, don't let them get to you. First of all, like I said, these people don't pay your bills. These people don't run your career. You know what I'm saying? Misery loves company. So don't give them that satisfaction to be in misery with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop caring about what people think. Ain't nobody on this earth perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? God said, whoever hasn't sinned, cast the first stone. So these people ain't perfect. So stop tripping out what people think about you. I never did, never do. Like I said, I go to sleep very well every night. I do not lose sleep over nobody. I don't sit around and talk about nobody, period. I just keep it moving in my career, you know what I'm saying, and just keep looking forward. So if you're out there, stop worrying what people think about you. That's all I got to say. All right, yeah, and we had a great show. So,
And the rave is full of shit.
man, my rave was, who raised them niggas? They pissed me off.
Man,
All
boy,
right.
that nigga dropped that motherfucking 2-point
Hey,
conversion. I shitted myself. Like,
hey,
what
bro,
the fuck is this shit, bro?
I gotta go now, man. That just made me mad. All right, good night. Yeah, we're gonna see you next week. Good night. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.